Now at 6, we check out the damage after a tornado moved through parts of Crawford County, Kansas and Vernon County, Missouri. Plus, Moundville, Missouri community members also rallied to clean up after the storm, and authorities respond to a 3-car crash as the storm rained down in Joplin.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
4-staters are assessing the storm damage, salvaging what they can and cleaning up. It appears much of the damage is from a single tornado that swept through parts of 2 states. Touched down in the area of Arma and Arcadia in southeast Kansas around 7:12 this morning. It remained on the ground as it crossed into Missouri, moving into the Moundville and Nevada area before finally leaving Vernon County just before 8 a.m. We do not have any reports of serious injuries. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. There are no longer any watches or warnings in the area. We're going to get to weather in a bit, but first we check out the damage. We start in Nevada, where a number of homes and businesses were hit hard. City manager there, Gary Edwards, says it's too early to estimate damage, but it appears to be substantial. He says the tornado appeared to hop and the damage is severe in multiple locations. Crews have been hard at work to reopen the roads.
In the field, working on the roads where roads have been closed. I believe every road is now open. We've opened the community center to people. If their home was damaged or destroyed, they can go to the community center.
One of the businesses there that suffered extensive damage is Nevada Oaks, where many Missouri Institute of Welding students live. KOAM's Melissa Alexis spoke to the owner of the business and has more.
After a tornado hit Nevada, Missouri, a woman's future home and family business were destroyed.
I don't know, this is a shock.
Sherry Snyder is a resident of Nevada, Missouri, and she recently bought a new home. A home that happened to be destroyed by the tornado one day before her scheduled move-in day.
But we could see the house from one of our cameras, so we could already see on the camera that the house was destroyed. We just didn't know about the garage, couldn't really see it.
And she says she almost stayed the night at the home and says she's glad she didn't. One of the reasons she was moving to the home is to be close to her family business, which is just a few feet away from the home. The family business is called Nevada Oaks, where Missouri Welding Institute students live.
I thought, well, this would be nice to live over here for a good 9 months so I could be closer to my dad and be here to run, the place for him.
She says the business is her and her dad's pride and joy.
My dad and I, we love the welding students. My dad, we eat, sleep, and breathe this place, so we're here all the time. Other family members are here and work here, and that's the sad part. We've all bonded and had a really good time doing this together.
Snyder says she hopes she can rebuild both the home and Nevada Oaks. But for now, she's still in a state of shock.
I'm not sure what the next steps are going to be. I think everybody's just in shock right now, and when that wears off, we'll probably sit down and discuss as a family of what to do next.
And now she says she's just happy her welding students are safe. Reporting in Nevada, I'm Melissa Alexis, KOAM News.
Snyder says the only person she's aware of who suffered injuries is a maintenance man for Nevada Oaks. Before reaching Nevada, the storm hit the small Vernon County, Missouri community of Moundville. You see it here. The storm did considerable damage to a lot of roofs of homes and businesses. It also uprooted trees around that area. Residents in the town are beginning the process of recovery. Anthony Saviello joins us now live from Moundville with more.
Dow, you're exactly right. Right here behind me, you can see what used to be the town of Moundville's gas station. Now it's just a pile of rubble, and people are doing exactly that. They're beginning the cleanup process, the long, grueling process of recovery. And I've spoken with a few people who are trying to make that job a little bit easier.
It was really loud and scary and not a pleasant experience, but I was very thankful to come out of it the way I did. Coming out was the first time it hit me emotionally. Everyone knows the station in Moundville, and when I looked to my left and saw it was gone, the first thing I did was went and found Craig and made sure he was okay.
The only gas station in the small town of Moundville leveled, and it's only a glimpse of the devastation throughout the entire town.
When I was walking around earlier, there's over 30 houses that are missing roofs. I don't know if you know or not, but the post office is damaged. So it is being closed down and moved to Bernal. So any Moundville people, you're going to have to go to Bernal to pick up your mail. There's no mail in Moundville right now. Had to go to Bernal.
Despite the postal inconvenience and the damage done, no injuries were reported, and the focus now shifts to rebuilding.
I'm not sure what that rebuild looks like, but we're off to a good start on the cleanup process.
And with the help of others,
it's just a beautiful thing to know that people can kind of set their lives aside. Everybody's got problems, right? So we only know, God only knows what everybody's going through, but yet they set that aside to come out and help people because they're in need. That is the beauty of being in a small town too.
I live east of Moundville. I'm just coming up, helping out. There's a huge need. Everybody's trees are down. You know, we all work together, and then it gets done a little bit faster. So
all of these people are volunteers. They just live in the local area, and they show up, and they have equipment, and we're cleaning the streets, making the streets where they're passable. And people don't even know who they're helping, but yet they got chainsaws and they're out there doing it, and equipment's moving it. And when a community comes together, you don't really have to ask.
that process can begin. And that process has begun, and it's continuing. It will continue to keep going for what I can only assume is the next several days, months, and a very long time for the people here in Moundville. But one thing I will say is it's very encouraging to see the amount of people who have come here working together, donating their time, their equipment. The Salvation Army is here and donating food as well. So it's really good to see the community rally together. But for now, Dow, we'll go back to you.
All right, Anthony, thank you so much. There appears to be much less damage in the area of Arma and Arcadia in southeast Kansas, where the tornado apparently first touched down. However, people in that area tell us they did hear the tornado pass and they took shelter. Some homes and businesses there might have some damage. Right now, let's check in with meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney for a first look at the weather.
Well, we had a lot of reports where we just saw all of those stories of that Nevada, Moundville, and Arcadia and Arma tornado. Now, National Weather Service has gone out and surveyed it. Now, preliminary report said it was an EF1. Now, just outside of our area, there was another report of a tornado. It was rain wrapped, so it was hard to see, but it was confirmed on radar. Now, there was also warnings going off in the Webb City area near the Joplin Airport. Reports that there was a tornado, however, has not been confirmed that anything touched down. No damage has been reported, but there may have been funnel clouds out there early this morning. So if you saw that, that's just a funnel cloud. Now, we're clear for the rest of the night. However, we head into the rest of the week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even into Sunday. We have more rain chances continuing. Low threat, which is nice, but heavy rainfall approaching. That could be a concern with all of the recovery efforts. But I'm going to have a look at the full forecast coming up.
All right, we'll catch you in a few. A Labette County High School senior standout signs to move on to the next level. John's going to have more on the Grizzly headed to Coffeyville Community College coming up in sports. But up first, emergency crews battle a fire at an old veterinary clinic in...
Well, we had severe weather roll through early this morning, dropping a couple of tornadoes and extensive wind damage. Now taking a look outside downtown Joplin. This is a little bit of a lag on the camera there, frozen. But right now, clouds are cleared out of the area. So we've got mostly clear skies as we head into this evening. That severe threat is off to the east. We're looking okay for the night, but you can see this line is still wreaking havoc all across Missouri and into Arkansas, heading closer to Kentucky and Tennessee. But for the rest of the week, we don't have any more severe threat, but we do have a lot of rain chances starting by about 8 a.m. You can see where the spike is, about 10 a.m. That's going to continue all day. Now, we don't have a severe threat. You can see that severe threat remains south of us out in Texas, southern parts of Oklahoma and Arkansas, and even into Tennessee. And this is for tomorrow. We have a slightly low risk there south of I-44, but not a big threat. Might get some thunderstorms, but really we're just seeing heavy rainfall throughout the rest of the week. Starting 7:30. Few rain showers starting to push in. None of this may make it to the surface, might get a few sprinkles all the way up north, but we're watching some of these thunderstorms pushing in again south of I-44. Not going to be a severe threat. However, we do have a flood watch for those areas just clipping outside of our counties. So that's going to be our big concern, especially on Thursday and Friday. heavy rainfall, flooding, flash flooding. That's what we're going to be focused on over the next 36 to 48 hours. Now, might get some thunderstorms in there, but not going to be a severe threat. As we head into Thursday afternoon, it's now 5 p.m., widespread rain showers, and then again a couple of embedded thunderstorms, but really not expecting any severe weather. Now we have another break Thursday and into Friday. As we head into Friday morning, starts about 5-6 a.m. A few of these thunderstorms that push in south of I-44, closer to Veneta, Miami, Bella Vista, Seneca, Joplin area. That could be a little bit more leaning towards that severe end, low end severe. Main threat with that would be hail, large hail, but outside of that, again, just that rain as we head into the rest of the day on Friday. So those continue to push in. Might get some thunder, might get some lightning, but the main threat is going to be rain. So you can see where it starts to clear out by 8:30, but we do have more thunderstorms and widespread rain continuing Friday and even all the way into Saturday and Sunday. But again, that threat remains rather low. So we still have that same path, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, into eastern parts of Missouri, but we stay still in that low risk, just clipping a few of our southeastern counties on Friday as well. Now the rain could result in up to 3 inches of rainfall in some areas. You can see the Joplin area got about 2 inches, down to Bentonville about 4 inches, but you can see up in the northwest only 1/4 of an inch. Not going to be a big threat for all of us, but heavy rainfall is going to be the main threat that we see for the rest of the week and into the weekend, which could cause some major issues, especially with all of the damage that we've already seen this morning. Now temperatures drop Saturday and Sunday back down into the mid-50s. By Monday, we're back into sunny skies, average temperatures, and then we warm up into the 70s for the rest of the week. A couple more rain shower chances Wednesday, but really next week is going to be much drier and much nicer.
In the meantime, as you say, the possibility of rain is going to be a real problem for people who are trying to clean up outside, and especially if they have even a little bit of roof damage, because that water could cause, of course, some further damage.
Yes, it can. So stay prepared for that, I would say.
All right, Lindsay, thanks. Still ahead, the Royals and Cardinals both try to clinch series victories this afternoon, and a couple of Southeast Kansas student athletes have signing ceremonies. John Dales has those stories and more for us coming up next in sports.
And imbalance are some of the most common complaints of patients to their doctor, particularly for older adults. Utilizing cutting-edge technology, our doctors will quickly and accurately determine where your dizziness or imbalance problems are coming from. The testing and treatment are comfortable, safe, and covered by Medicare and most major health insurance companies. Talk to your doctor today and ask about a referral to Area Hearing and Speech. You don't have to learn to live with your dizziness.
At Allo, we go beyond internet, bringing you faster speeds backed by an all-fiber network. We go beyond TV and phone service, delivering reliable, crystal clear connections. We go beyond customer service with local teammates and no robots for a hassle-free experience. We go beyond value, offering transparent prices with no contracts, hidden fees, or data caps. We even go beyond our office doors by working, hiring, volunteering, and living in the communities we serve. Go beyond fiber. Sign up today at
As the storms rolled through our area this morning, authorities in Joplin responded to reports of a crash involving 3 cars at 7th and Joplin. One of the vehicles crashed into the front of the community clinic building. 2 of the vehicles had to be towed. One was able to drive from the scene. You can find more details on our website as they become available. Authorities in Seneca, Missouri responded to reports of a fire early this morning. Multiple agencies arrived to find a fire at the former veterinary clinic at Highway 43 and Kentucky Road. Crews found 2 other buildings were fully involved. There are no reports of injuries. The veterinary clinic closed a number of years ago. KOIM had planned to hold our Hero Fund USA telethon today during our noon, 5 and 6 p.m. newscasts to help raise money for area first responders. But because of our storm coverage, that telethon is postponed. We'll let you know when we reschedule it. A little later, the signings continue in Southeast Kansas. John has the latest on the Pittsburgh standout lifting his talents to Special Olympics Kansas. That'll be coming up in sports.
And we had a lot of damage this morning, plus heavy rainfall for the rest of the week. I'm going to have those details coming up.
Coffeyville Community College has been raking in the local recruits for its 2025 football signing class, and that continues today. Labette County High School senior Chris Stevens signs this afternoon to play football at Coffeyville Community College. He was a standout on the Grizzly offensive and defensive line for the past several seasons and helped LC to a 4-4 record in 2024, along with a first-round playoff victory.
Well, I chose Coffeyville because my brother goes there. It's close to home, and I heard great things about the program. Heard great coaching staff. I've seen a few games myself, and they played great. They're amazing.
And it's a busy day for signings in Southeast Kansas. Over at Pittsburgh High School, a Purple Dragon gets the chance to sign this afternoon as well. Pittsburgh High School senior Lincoln Laverick signs today to continue his powerlifting career with Team New Hope at Special Olympics Kansas. Laverick says that PHS football head coach Josh Latimer is the one who first got him involved in lifting, and he's forever grateful to be a Purple Dragon.
It's really exciting, and to spend with my family, it's fantastic, and friends and stuff. It's like a team it's like a fun atmosphere, and it's like you hang out with your friends and family, and it's closer to home.
And in Major League Baseball, the Royals and Cardinals, both of them are finishing up 3-game series this afternoon. Kansas City split the first 2 against Milwaukee. So rubber match between the Royals and Brewers today. First inning, Jackson Chourio tees off on this pitch from Cole Reagans. That's gone for a solo home run, and just like that, the Brewers jump out to a 1-0 lead. Third inning now, tied at 1. Reagans settling in. First, he freezes Chourio for a called strike 3. Next batter, he strikes out Isaac Collins swinging. And same result for William Contreras. Reagans goes 5 1/3 with 10 strikeouts. He allows just 1 run. This game goes to extras. Bottom of the 11th, we're tied at 2, and Bryce Terang lays down a bunt. Oliver Dunn will score easily from third, and the Brewers walk off the Royals in extra innings. Final score 3-2. Angels, meanwhile, trying to sweep the Cardinals. Mike Trout still looking for his first home run of the season, and here it is. In the top of the first, it puts the Angels up 1-0 as Trout gets his first of the year. Fourth inning, same score until this swing of the bat from Ivan Herrera. That one is long gone for a solo homer, and we are tied at 1. Sixth inning, same score. Herrera back at the plate, and he massacres this pitch deep and gone for his second homer of the afternoon. Redbirds up 3-1. Now to the bottom of the 7th. They trail 5-3. Wilson Contreras comes through with a base hit into left. Mason Wynn comes around to score, and then the throw to second gets away. So Lars Nootbaar will come in to score as well, and we're tied up at 5. Now to the 8th inning. Cardinals leading 9-5. Here's Herrera again, and somehow he tops his 2 previous bombs. Ivan Herrera goes 3 for 6 with 3 home runs and 6 RBI. Cardinals beat the Angels 12-5, and that is the first time in Cardinals franchise history that a catcher hits 3 home runs in the same game.
Right? That's surprising. You would think it would have happened before.
Yeah.
It's nice to get some late inning heroics. It's tough when you lose in extra innings, as the Royals did. We'll be right back. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14 tonight. We're going to have more on the latest round of tariffs and their possible impacts. Plus, we'll have the latest on efforts to keep TikTok running, ticking and talking, and we'll have continued coverage on cleanup efforts around the area from this morning's storm damage. Those stories, a lot more, of course, it's coming up tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. What we don't need right now is more rain as people try to clean up from the mess, but it looks like more is in store for us.
Yes, it is. We have heavy rain chances starting early Thursday morning, continuing till Thursday afternoon. Another round of heavy rain all day on Friday with a potential for a little bit of a hail storm there south of I-44 near Veneta and Miami. And then heavy rain continues Saturday and into early Sunday morning. So we could see up to 3-4 more inches of rain in parts of the area.
Not too much too soon for sure. Final sports note.
Carl Junction and Seneca baseball playing right now. We're going to have the highlights from that game later at 9 and 10.
We look forward to that. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.